Good afternoon, I'm Captain Wentworth, and this is my dear friend, Anne Elliot, and this afternoon we'd like to tell you a little bit about our story from just that got us here where we are today.
So let me interrupt. From the beginning, we knew each other for a very long time. Actually, about 7 years ago we were courting and we were engaged, and I ended up breaking it off.
Yes, I was very upset, and she broke it off. She just didn't feel like it was the right thing for us to be together.
Right.
And to this day I'm not exactly sure why.
Well, it was just a difficult, confusing time for all of us. Moving on, we ended up not really interacting much. It was just too hard, too awkward, uncomfortable. Lately, it's gotten better.
Yeah, went on.
We've been able to kind of come to some conclusions.
Yes,
and just go back to being friends. Anyway, I would say that where this all kind of rekindled, if you will, was when my family decided to move from Kellynch Hall.
Yes, Mr. Elliot, I've been thinking things over, and I believe you must retrench.
Retrench?
Yes.
We cannot retrench. We'll lose all our dignity.
You will not lose any dignity nor respectability, even with these reductions.
Alright, we'll relocate to Bath.
Father, to Bath?
I propose that Anne stay with me in my Uppercross cottage. We cannot possibly do without her. That is a good idea. Anne will go with Mary to Uppercross. No one wants Anne in Bath.
So I lived at Uppercross with Mary and Charles, and I was helping with their children. And that's where things kind of started.
Yes, because I was visiting them at the same time she was, and
right, it just so happened that
we ran into each other there.
Exactly. That one dinner party in particular.
Yes, when we were both there, we didn't know each other were coming. And
we hadn't spoken in quite some time.
Yes, and
we were sitting next to each other. So awkward.
Oh, at the park, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes, it was very fun.
That was really fun. That was rolling over the pond.
Waving to them.
Yes.
I had been starting to notice signs. One that was pretty significant to me, at least, was I was climbing into the Crofts' carriage, and Captain Wentworth here, he touched my hand. And I was very flustered by it.
well, all I did was help her into the carriage.
He deliberately touched my hand. There was no question. Another example of a sign that I noticed. We were at a particular dinner party, and after we had eaten, I was playing with the baby.
Charles, you love your animals.
Oh my goodness! Oh, darling, get down, will you?
Girls, please. Get off. Come on. Alright, now run along.
Yeah, it saved me from that uncomfortable situation.
Another incident was when we were in line on a picnic. We weren't really talking on this trip, but we were with Charles and Mary and Benwick and silly little Louisa, who I actually fancied at the time, and Benwick actually, I think he fancied you, don't you think?
Yes.
So anyway, we were on a picnic in line, and after we had eaten, we were walking on the cob.
And this was the first time we had seen Mr.
Oh, yes. You wouldn't think that they would actually...
want to do that, and then they said, and then Mary, do you remember that? And then whatever. I think it wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh, wait, this will just be such good fun.
Right.
Don't worry, I'll be careful.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
Fine.
Oh, Louisa.
Alright.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, it's such good fun.
Louisa
together.
Yeah, that was funny.
What a little girl.
Such a child.
It's just that...
Should we do?
She's dead.
No, she's not dead.
Oh, dear, I'm so
She's not here.
You're right, you've got to get the doctor. Oh, what are we going to do about it?
Get the doctor quick.
No, what are we going to do with him? Oh, no, it's going to
What are we gonna do?
Charles,
I should have done something.
help me carry her back to the house. We'll meet the doctor there. Mary, calm down.
Anne took care of the situation and was very organised and calm and told everyone what to do, and everything turned out all right.
So one night, several of us were attending a theatre production. It was the regular crowd. At that point, I believed that I was to be married to Elliot sooner. I found myself scooting further away from him and closer to Mr. Wentworth. It was in that moment that I sort of realised that the man I thought I was going to marry was not nearly as attractive as Captain Wentworth, just because of his character. Then, a dear kindred spirit of mine, Mrs. Smith, she and I had a conversation in which she revealed to me some important things about Mr. Elliot that I was unaware of. I wanted to tell you that the man that I've taken a bit of a fancy to was there.
What do you find agreeable about Mr. Elliot?
Mr. Elliot? Oh,
That is
dear.
who you were talking about.
Mrs. Smith, no.
This whole time I've been thinking you were talking about Mr. Elliot. Let me share some light on Mr. Elliot and his true character. He has been working with Mrs. Clay.
Yes, you're always such a tease.
I meant to tell you that my name is in the band college the other day.
Oh, really?
Trying to get your father's money. But Mr. Elliot is not an agreeable gentleman.
Goodness gracious, I had no idea. I was saved from that marriage.
So what really brought us together to where we are today was when we had been seeing each other, we happened to see each other quite often, and I started feeling a little more for her than I had before, and I felt like I should tell her. So what I did was I wrote a letter for her. A letter just telling how I felt about her and just where I wished we could be.
You'd always been in the back of my mind, of course, just considering our history and everything. But that letter, it just moved my heart.
I can listen no longer in silence. I must speak to you by such means as are within my reach. You pierce my soul. I am half agony, half hope. Tell me not that I am too late. Dare not say that man forgets sooner than a woman, that his love has an earlier death. I have loved none but you. Unjust, I can hardly write. I am very, believe it to be most fervent, most undeviating in Frederick Wentworth. I must go, uncertain of my fate, but I shall return hither, or follow your party, as soon as possible. A word, a look would be enough to decide whether I enter your father's house this evening, or never.
I hate to give all the credit to myself, but I left that letter in a room, and I was very nervous because I had gotten hints from her that she might feel the same way. I just didn't know what she would say about it. And I left it in her room, in her house, and I didn't know if she would even read it or not. And so then she read it, and then you...
Loved it.
Well, Miss Elliot, you are not looking well at all. Let me escort you home at once.
Very kind of you to offer me. There's no problem at all. Oh, Captain Wentworth, could you escort Miss Elliot home? Because I have to get to the market because there's a fellow there who wants to show me his gun, and I must get there before he puts it away.
Of course.
So, in conclusion, the combination of the letters and other incidents have really made us realise that we are meant for each other, Captain Wentworth and myself. We plan to be married next year, the coming year. I personally just am so happy to finally be a part of a family that really appreciates me and really cares for me. I just have never experienced that before from my own family, now being part of the Wentworth family. And Captain Wentworth, a sailor, I'm just looking forward to being a sailor's wife.
That I hope that you have all enjoyed our story, and thank you for listening, and we bid you a good night.